Hello, this is Subconsciously Gorgeous, and for this video today, we're going to talk about how to make your ultimate filtration system. So, I know a lot of you get super exhausted juggling all of these affirmations. It's entirely way too stressful, and the whole affirming 24/7 thing, I know a lot of you don't like that. I personally don't like that. Only if I have something like that I need to manifest super quickly. That's what I will do, but I still don't recommend the 24/7 affirmation thing unless you are in dire need of getting your mind on track. Then sometimes that's what you have to do. But I've came up with something even better. And it is giving your mind, giving your subconscious the ultimate filtration system. So, this is how your subconscious works it filters your perception based on your self concept. So, you can have these amazing opportunities right in front of you. You can have these amazing things going on right in front of you. But because your self concept isn't in alignment with your highest self, you're not even going to see these things because your subconscious, quite literally, is filtering out your perception, your reality, the things that happen to you, the opportunities, what you magnetized, based on where your subconscious is. And I say your self concept is your filtration system, not your thoughts, because I have actually figured out once I curated my perfect ultimate self concept, I was able to still think negative thoughts sometimes. And guess what happened? Those negative thoughts got filtered out because they didn't match my self concept. This is how your subconscious works. It loves broad affirmations, it loves blanket affirmations, it loves self-concept affirmations. Think of the most successful people. Their main thoughts are usually along the lines of, man, I'm so perfect. I'm literally amazing. My life is amazing. Everything always works out for me. They have like a filtration system that is just like that. The most successful, most confident people I know, they usually just have this one thought that they go to, and it's usually like, everything in my life is just amazing, or everything always works out for me. Like everything just works out for me, or I'm just perfect. That is their filtration system. And I've always wondered this because I would see like super wealthy people on the internet and they wouldn't necessarily think positively, or not, they wouldn't think positively 24/7, essentially, is what I mean. Or I would see these super successful people and they had limiting beliefs, or these successful people and they didn't have the most positive mindset 24/7. And that is because they had a filtration system going on. Their self concept filtered out anything that wasn't in alignment with their goals, with who they wanted to be. They had a main belief, which was, I am perfect. And so when they have negative thoughts, when they have doubts, when something quote unquote negative happens to them, they usually even think that that negative thing is going to bring about what they want. They're like, oh, this is just part of the road of me getting what I want. This is just, you know, this is all a part of the perfect unfolding. And I realized that, and I felt this sense of freedom. Finally, I don't have to guard every single thought like a watchdog. I still recommend you keeping your mind positive as much as possible, but that stress of having to guard every single thought like a watchdog, it literally makes you insane. Having to affirm 24/7 sometimes literally makes you insane. So I created this amazing thing. and it is creating a filtration system. Think of it as like an air purifier, but with your subconscious mind. You're going to create your ultimate self-concept, and this is going to be your new filtration system. So, what do you want everything to fall under? Is it I am rich, gorgeous, and successful? I am the most perfect person alive. I am the greatest human being to exist. I am the best there is. When you have a self-concept like this, everything else falls under that. And negative thoughts or opposing thoughts or doubts don't matter. They get filtered out because now this is your baseline. Your baseline now is that you are the best there is. So if you get a moment of insecurity or you get a moment of thinking against yourself, it doesn't matter because your ultimate self-concept will filter that out. I love this frame of thinking because it brings your power back to you. You feel powerful in yourself, you feel grounded, you feel confident in yourself instead of worrying about every little thought, which I believe is taking away your power. Thoughts most of the time aren't even your own. We have over 50,000 thoughts a day, and we don't remember all of them. We only remember the dominant ones that continuously come up over and over again. That is your filtration system. Your subconscious takes in millions of bits of information a second. So if it's doing all that and you're not getting chaos in your life at every single second, that makes me believe it's only paying attention to your dominant story, your dominant thoughts, so it can filter out all of that information that it's processing. Your subconscious quite literally processes millions of bits of information per second. So, it literally needs a filtration system. It already has a filtration system, and that is your self-concept. Because if it regurgitated every single thing that you thought in your reality, things would be pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, honestly. So your subconscious automatically has a filtration system. You know how people say only your dominant thoughts manifest? That's exactly it. That is your filtration system. So let this put you at ease. Let this make you feel calm and in your power, because now you don't have to worry about every single thought. And now you can control your subconscious, tell it who's boss, and give it a new filtration system, which is now your ultimate self-concept. I am creating a mini challenge for my Instagram subscribers to basically get your subconscious in alignment quickly. My personal routine, if you want to check that out. But you can do this on your own, creating some nice self-concept affirmations, repeating them, drowning in them, bathing in them, putting on some nice music, just feeling alive in your new self-concept, or aka your new filtration system. Bye, beauties.